Yo, where my Jay-Z haters at? You ready to unsubscribe? Got the charges dropped, dismissed, not a penny paid. They need the bribe, huh? Potent Pondering back with another video. Yo, come and thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you know each and every time I do uploads. So listen, the news came down and all the haters is around. Listen, I knew that a lot of y'all, let me tell you, you know what's so bad? And I could say it for our community, because our community is a lot of ones that's on it. A lot of people wanted the worst for Jay-Z because Puff was caught up. I don't know if it was just the excitement over seeing Puff getting caught up and you just thought the next big celebrity was going to go down. Now listen, I'm not saying that Jay-Z, you know, he hasn't had some questionable things around him or whatever, but in this case, I knew it ain't sound right. Shorty from upstate, from Rochester, said she was mingling down by Port Authority, down by the Radio City Music Hall for the VMAs. Don't sound right, driving 5 hours, and then the story just did not, the stories didn't match up with the father either. So anyway, it came down. Y'all know that Jay-Z put the motion into dismiss, and now everybody's mad and pissed. You understand? Listen, S. Carter, you must try harder. Competition is nada. Listen, I don't care how you feel. I knew that this was going to play out the way that it played out. So today, it came down. So pursuing, and the charges are dropped against Jay-Z and Diddy. But you know, I'm more so excited for Jay-Z. Diddy, we already know it's tied to his name. So be clear, my messaging is for Jay-Z. All right. So pursuant to the federal rules of civil procedure, plaintiff Jane Doe by and through her undesigned counsel hereby gives notice that the above caption action is voluntarily dismissed with prejudice. And with prejudice means that she can't go back. It's permanently dismissed. It's permanently dismissed. All of these things, the Super Bowl just passed, right? Jay-Z was there. He stood proud. And this is why I was happy that he showed up there. I was happy he showed up at the Grammys. Thought that they was going to have him in a whammy. Thought that they was gonna put him on the ground like he slammed me. Nah. Jay-Z, he too thorough for that. He's too thorough for that. You understand? I'm happy that everything played out the way that it played out. It's people even in the now, they're hoping that more cases get brung out against Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? They're preying on his downfall. Like, can I live? You know what I'm saying? I knew that this was gonna play out this way. I want to get into the statement that was made by Jay-Z as well. Right? So Jay-Z made a statement after all of this, and you know he knew all of this was going to come. And then I love that his lawyer followed up and said they ain't pay $1 for this to get dropped. They knew. Listen, Alex Sparrow, he had his eye on the sparrow. He had the target with the arrow. But y'all don't hear though. All y'all wanted is this black man to be finished, reputation diminished, cooked like spinach. Listen, let's get into it. Let's get into the statement and make it blatant with the hating. A lot of y'all got to stop that. I don't know who's influencing you to hate, but it's not cute. Listen, Jay-Z's statement. Today is a victory. Frivolous, fictitious, appalling allegations have been dismissed. All right? The civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale that they created was laughable. If not for the seriousness of the claims, I would not wish this experience on anyone, because he got the dollars in the budget to thug it and get it through the public. Jay-Z handled this. He handled this like a boss, and more people is rooting for Jay-Z other than Diddy, regardless of what you think. Even with that 100 mil lawsuit against NBC and Peacock that Diddy trying to do to fight back for his name. Good luck with that. All right. So the trauma that my wife, my children, my loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed, all right? The 1-800 lawyer gets to file a lawsuit hiding Jay Doe, and then when they would quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail, right? They will walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. Ooh, I like that. That was a bar, Jigga. That was a bar. He said the 1-800 lawyer gets to file a lawsuit hiding behind Jane Doe. And when they realize that the money grab is going to fail, they get to walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. Yeah, and tell all of them to go to hell. All of the haters too. Listen, they trying to come at the greatest too. The Rock Nation and the greatest crew. Huh? Listen, I don't care what you say. Your feelings, my feelings, mine. You gonna watch it, you gonna unsubscribe, you gonna be here, you're not. Listen, all right, so the court must protect victims, of course. While with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail in all victims and those falsely accused equally. All right. And so Alex Sparrow came You already know I told you, Alex Sparrow, the one who had his eye on the sparrow. He tried to have the little target, hit it with the arrow. Yeah, I know y'all know it ain't fair though. I know y'all wanted him to be done, money spent up, dinero. Listen. Let's get into what Alex Sparrow said. So the false case against Jay-Z that never should have been brought has been dismissed with prejudice. Permanently. Permanent? Alright? By standing up in the face of heinous false allegations, Jay has done what few can do. He pushed back. Alright? He has never settled and never paid not one red penny. He triumphed and cleared his name. And that's a fact. That's a fact, not an act. You know that it got tacked. Listen, that's a fact, not an act. You know that they got tacked. You know that these people been preying on this downfall, but this people got this back. You know that they gonna do their thing, never gonna slack. You know they gonna sell them CDs like it's crack. Listen, I'm ready for Jay-Z to book listen, do what you gotta do. Book the tour, come out with the album and all of that. So listen, Diddy's team came back because, you know, this also clears Diddy out of it too. So Diddy's team came back and they made a statement as well, right? So let's get into this. Today, that was Jay-Z's statement. So let's see. All right, so listen. Today's complete dismissal without any settlement by the 1-800, this is Diddy's people. Today's complete dismissal without settlement by the 1-800 attorney is yet another confirmation that these lawsuits are built on falsehoods, not facts. For months, we have seen case after case filed by individuals hiding behind anonymity, pushed forward by this attorney, focused on media headlines and legal merit. So, you know, Diddy's lawyer, they're really trying to like munch on this. They're trying to be like, see what this means? They're lying. You understand? This is just one case, baby. I know you want the flowers out the vase, but listen, this is just one case. I know you're trying to get the suitcase loaded. You're trying to get up out the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center. You're trying to find some fat punan or some male hoe and get up in the enter. Listen, Diddy. So listen, for months they've seen the cases and the false headlines. Diddy's legal team statement read, just like this claim, the others will fall apart because there is no truth to them. Sean Combs has never intimately assaulted or trafficked anyone. All right, man or woman, adult or minor. All right, no number of a lawsuit, sensationalized allegations, or media theatrics will change the reality. We will continue to fight these baseless claims and hold those responsible. This is just the first of many that will not hold up in a court of law. But listen, if you seen what I saw when he tried to do that to Cassie and she hit her jaw, if you seen what I saw, you know that they trying to abide by the law. You seen that them other people filed them lawsuits, and I pray that they get with the lawsuits. I hope that they show up to them courts with them lawsuits. Listen, potent pondering, I want to know what you think about Jay-Z getting off. I know the haters had to cough. I know they had to cough. How you feel? How you feel preying on the downfall for a black man? When I'm telling you what I really think it is, what we've come to with this day and age with the internet is, you see what's going on with Jay-Z. You see what's going on with Diddy. You see how it all played out and all of these people, all of these allegations, all these different lawsuits coming out, right? We've seen the video of what happened to Cassie. Diddy is pushing back saying that this SCX was consensual. And these people trying to act like they was forced into position. Now, I will say this, right? I think that Cassie, some things definitely happened to her, but we don't know the extent of it. So I think that she could have been forced to, you know, be involved in that lifestyle. But I do think that she understood the benefit of the money too. But, you know, that doesn't mean that you should abuse a person. Sometimes you're caught up in a web and you can't get up out of it. But that doesn't mean that he didn't do her wrong, right? So that's that. So I do think it's two sides to every story, but unfortunately, this is the case that they're bringing up against Diddy. We'll see how he gets out of this. You know, he's supposed to be headed to trial, headed to court in May. So we'll see, you know, how those cards play out. So I'm not preying on Diddy's downfall, you know, but I think that kind of like that energy transfers into Jay-Z. When Jay-Z's name got rung into this whole lawsuit thing, it's just like everybody wants to pull him down, and you want him to be another Diddy, you want him to be a devil. You know what I'm saying? And I think that people, they use certain things like to climb the wall with. Like they use Foxy, being that, you know, how old she was, and, you know, the time that her and Jay-Z was together or whatever, right? And I'm saying this not as to say that it's right or wrong, but I know for a fact, and I know for a fact, when I was younger, we have these conversations. Many people talk about this on the platform. When I was younger in the 90s, it shouldn't have been normalized, but I'm telling you, this is why people like Diddy is getting caught up in the now, with people exposing him. I'm telling you, all of my 80s and 90s babies, we never thought that this internet stuff would take it to the worldwide, where people could get exposed in real time, especially for wrongdoings, intimate assault, all types of things, that you could just straight out be exposed for being, like, you know, an assaulter, or, you know, whatever it is that you did, right? Certain things matter more than others, right? But it's like, we never thought that these times would come. So now people are talking, people are dropping information, and it's just looking crazy for a lot of, it's looked crazy for a lot of individuals, whether you're a celebrity or not. But I think that people seen, like, you know, the mass public, the headlines and all of that for Diddy, and they want that for Jay-Z without even giving him a benefit of a doubt. I never believed that, you know, this situation took place. I always felt like with Jay-Z is that he was aware of his celebrity, and that he would not do. That's my personal take. I feel like Jay-Z is smarter than that. Diddy, he seems reckless. He seemed reckless. He got the money. He's spilling the champagne. He got the drinks and all of that. Jay-Z he presented himself as a businessman. So that's my take. That's my take on it. So listen, I'm excited. I know I heard something on the Tisa Tells channel, and she said it was supposed to be some other. She was like, baby, there's some more lawsuits coming down for, you know, against Jay-Z. We'll just see. We'll see what happens. But guess what? This is going to set the precedence for what comes after. And I seen somebody online trying to sub me today. They was like, why are you giving Jay-Z a benefit of a doubt or whatever? He's a pedo. No, he's not. He's this, and you're just doing it because you like Beyonce. Well, I just want to say this: if you were subbing me, I knew about a Jay-Z before Beyonce, and I've always been a Jay-Z fan. Listen, I knew I knew about a Jay-Z before. No, and even before a no, because that's when they hit the scene. Ben knew about Jigga. Ben knew about it. So I don't like when people do stuff like that. It's like, you hate Jay-Z for whatever reason that you hate him, but I don't. I'm a supporter. I got all albums. I know his material. I think he's a great businessman. I think that, you know, this case was frivolous. Shorty talking about sheep. The whole thing just didn't make sense. Your friend brung you down from Rochester, New York. Like, listen, Rochester, New York is more than listen, let me do this right now while we here. Let's just do it in real time, because I don't want to get the hours mixed up. How many hours is Rochester, New York from NYC? 5 hours and 31 minutes. 5 hours, right? So that's a total of 10 hours. So I want you to visualize this in your mind. Your friend's like, you know, I have something on my bucket list. I'm 13 years old. I want to go to the VMAs. Your friend says, okay, let me get in my vehicle and drive 5 hours down to New York City and drop you off, and drive in my vehicle and just drive right back upstate New York, right? Then whatever situation she presents to her dad, where, you know, she punched at the age of 13, she punched Puff in his face and hit him so hard and ran to the gas station. And then she called her dad. He drove 5 hours down from Rochester, New York, and got back in the vehicle and went all the way back upstate New York, right? Like, she was just down to the VMAs. I don't believe a word of it. I don't care what type of story you try to flip it. Listen, I don't care. Potent, pondering, never pandering. I want you to get in the comments. Let me know what you think about the outcome of this. Dismiss with prejudice. Listen, get in the comments, the haters. I know y'all want to talk. I know it's people who mad at me for my stance on this. I never believed it. And if you go back to my first video when I started to cover this, I've never changed at all. You understand? Potent, pondering, never pandering. I'm up out of here. Make sure that you support this channel. The Cash App is in the description. Send me something for my birthday if you want to show some love in the month of February. You know, we going up. So listen, I'm up out of here, yo. Peace.